Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 25. The final episode of this Season 6, and then I will watch Episode 7, and it would mean, you know, that my binge watching of My Hero Academia would be finished. You know, I know, I still have one entire season to discover, but you know, I was never that close to the end of that binge watching. Like, really, imagine, I watched all of the episodes of My Hero Academia from Season 1, Episode 1 to right now. I made a reaction video, you know, for each one of them. I watched also all of the OVAs, all of the movies with you guys. I really spent entire months with My Hero Academia now. So really, when it's gonna finish, when I'm gonna finish that binge watching, I think that I'm gonna have a real feeling of nostalgia, of melancholy, like it's gonna be rough then for me to wait really a long time to have new episodes, because it has been entire months that I'm living with My Hero Academia, having my regular dose, you know, of My Hero Academia, so it's gonna feel weird. It's not gonna be for today. I still have all of this Season 7 to discover, and no matter what, I have today one more episode of the Season 6 to discover. I really don't know what it's gonna be about, like that's it. Dark Deku managed to be convinced by his friends that he should follow them, that they just want to help him, like he helped them at some point. He taught them something, he was there for them, so they were here for him, and that was so cool. And we had Ida, we had Bakugo, Bakugo facing him, telling him why he bullied him during all of this time, apologizing for that. We had Ochako, who took his defense in front of everyone, all of this crowd who didn't want for Deku to enter because they knew that Shigaraki was targeting him, so that his presence, just his presence, would make that shelter a target for Shigaraki and all of the villains, which is the truth. But really, she managed to talk to their hearts to make them so that Deku is just a human being and that he's trying his best to save everyone, you know, and that really right now he needs to rest. Like really, the look at him moment was awful, but the truth, clearly. And yes, she told them also the truth about the fact that he has an amazing power, one which can defeat the enemy, but for that he needs time and to rest. And I know, and they know that they don't have a lot of time, and also they lost faith really in heroes, and that's bad. But Ochako also reminded them that it's thanks to their support that heroes can continue, can not give up. Like a lot of heroes gave up, in fact, because they didn't have any support anymore, and that was too rough for them. But heroes, to keep a smile, to continue to serve them, they need to be supported a little, and right there, that's what Deku needs. Really, Ochako making that speech, that was amazing. I loved it so much. But now I have the impression that we closed really this season. I really have this impression since episodes now, since Deku himself announced that it was the beginning of the final arc. I was like, that's it. It's the end of the season. We still have 5 more episodes, in fact, to finish the season. Okay. So I was like, okay, it's about Dark Deku. But that's it, we finished with Dark Deku. So this final episode of the season 6, it's gonna be about what? About the villains and what they are planning right now, what they are doing together right now, and what they're gonna prepare to attack this chapter. It's gonna be a teaser about what the season 7 is gonna be about. It's gonna be about what? I don't know. I'm stressed about it. Because we saw All Might living he wants to face the militias which don't want to join the chapters because they don't believe in heroes anymore, and I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of him, quirkless, facing them who don't trust heroes anymore, on the contrary, who are against heroes, and in particular All Might, who lost, you know, his battle, his fight against the big villain. Like, for them, I think that All Might represents the good period of time, but also the fact that they lost him, so I'm really afraid of him facing them. Even more, now that we saw that Stain is really keeping an eye on him that much, but at the same time, Stain, we know his ideas, and we know that he valued also a lot All Might, so I don't know. Does he want to help? Does he want to fight? I don't know. It would be weird to have Stain on our side at the end of everything. But at the same time, it would be great because some people joined the League of Villains because they believe into Stain ideas. So if Stain is creating his own group or is joining our side, it would be bad for the League of Villains. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember, guys, that if you want, on my Patreon, you have the full reaction part for this episode of My Hero Academia. We have 4 episodes of advance, meaning 2 weeks of advance. You have the full opacity and the full reaction part. It's with the level 3 for animes. For the reaction videos on my Patreon, it's with the level 3, and each time it's full opacity, full reaction part, if you can be interested. And a lot of advance, like for My Hero Academia, it's 4 episodes of advance, if you can be interested. Okay, let's go for this episode. I'm stressed. I don't know what it's gonna be about. Let's go.
お前は弟子が辛い時何もしてやれなかった。もはや弟子の足を引っ張るだけだ。
No.
オールマイトよ。それは英雄への冒涜か。
Yes, I know that it's you.
私が現役の頃は決して姿を見せなかったくせに、私はオールマイト。違う。お前はオールマイトじゃない。
Why not? Yeah. For 1 second. He did it for 1 second.
違う。お前はオールマイトじゃない。偽物め。
What can he do to convince you?
この地で英雄の名を語るお前は何者だ。なぜ語る。
He admires All Might. That's why he's against you impersonating him.
無力でも動かずにはいられなかった。世界を良くしたかった。そして走り終えた。その結果がこうだ。命にかけらねばならない弟子に休めの一言すらかけられなかった。なんだろうな。
Because, like Bakugo said, you have that guilt you also to deal with.
まだ肩組むほど仲いいぞ。ちょうどいい。見ろ。
To hide yourself? I mean, to hide you? She believes into you. She's taking
一日に一度。
it out
脱
each
皮
time.
膚派による冒涜をあのように浄化している。だが聞けば、彼女は一体
Just
オ
for
ール
you.
マイトが最後に救った女だ。
ないで。オールマイト。
I remember!
オールマイトはいかなる時も
Meaning that you saw that moment in fact, Stain.
オールマイトという人間がそのようにしか生きられるのだ。お前ごときがオールマイトをはけるな。あの女を見ろ。彼の残したうずみには雨風に負けずわずかな人間たちの間で引き継ぎされ新たな大会と進化しつつある。ならば人はその火を絶やしてはならない。
You cannot.
くべ続けなければならない。
Stain is gonna be the one to give you strength again, I mean to give you faith again in yourself, like.
英雄の心は他がためにのみ存在を許される。神の地に伏せ人のか弱き心を得たのなら、あるいはまさかずっと俺はお前など知らぬ。もしお前が本当に真の英雄なら
You know what you have to do now.
そのタルタロスでの情報を伝え
You have info?
ヒーロー40名殺傷犯である。このステインを終わらせに来い。
You want for a real hero to end you. You know that you need to be stopped and by a real hero.
雨やみそう
Ah, c'est symbolique. We're back here! They're gonna take care of me. Ah, I want to see the funny moment. With all of you guys again. Let's take a bath.
情報容量は守らなきゃダメだぜ。過ちを射したにしては変化がないな。一番になるの諦めたわけじゃない。全員ライバルは変わんねえ。てめえも含めてな。飯塚。
無理しないでデクでいいよかっちゃん
Yes, with another meaning into it.
これを機にバクゴを沈めてみようぜゆかまだ眠れなくて
なんだよ。
To be back.
ひどいことをしてそのまんまなんだ謝らなきゃと思ってるんだけどでも連絡がつかなくて
He's back?
そこにいたの。こちらこそ力になれずすまなかった。緑谷少年。
No! Oh, Deku is back! Apologizing and all like...
決戦の日はおそらくもうすぐそうだ。信用をかけてすまなかった。ステインよ。
This info's.
血を張ってでも私も戦うぞ。少年たちに灯る火の行く先を見届けるために。
You want to see them evolving.
総力を持って当たる。私もこの身にできることなど限られているんだ。
とんかつ弁当とても力になりました僕はきっとオールマイトから離れてしまったからだから一緒に
Together. All of you together.
この少年たちに追いついてみせる。それでは行かなくて。
ようやく少しは気が休まったみたいですね
After apologizing so much.
内心ではきっと俺の
He
存
feels
在
at
の
peace.
意味が不安。
全員の味方が変わったわけじゃないあれだねなんかね
You want to make a show for them? A concert?
そこに行っちゃうのもおかしな話だけどさ文化祭の時もうちらを不安視してた人たちがいてさ
You're gonna do it
あの
again?
時みたいに最大限の力でやれることをやろう
合流中のガラクからポリグラフで引き出したシガラキの成長速度とセントラルのノーム研究を使用後完成に到達するには最低2ヶ月の安静が必要とオール・フォー・ワンは身体を完成させるより早くワン・フォー・オールを手中に収めたがっている
Before?
オール・フォー・ワンシガラキを先手で撃てる猶予があと1ヶ月
One moment.
そう思っていたステインによってオールマイトへ渡されたタルタルスの警備記録まさかヒーロー殺しがヒーローを後押しするとはな
He never was against heroes, he was against bad heroes.
情報がいるなぜ武器はなくこれを使うな情報がいる力に組みした
Not really. He used his name and his ideas, but he's not on his side.
記憶媒体
Okay?
人を殺しめこれは正しい人間のもとに安心しろお前の信念は正しいものに届く正しいように組みするだけのけだものだから俺が唯一信用できる人間に託す
All might.
全てはお前が始めたことなのだからタルタロスのシステムは外界からの接触を断つため完全なるスタンドアロン先の戦いで死柄木が対応した電波による攻撃を外と内から立て続けに
That was what was inside his thing.
オール・フォー・ワンのそれが仮にワン・フォー・オール以上のシンクロ率だとしても500メートルに幽閉されていた本体が地上にいる死柄木の具体的な思考を受け取れるものだ
Without touching each other.
電波の個性を所持していれば受信することも可能なはず
And so what? Deku, he needs to have a radio wave square. Like Jiro?
38日で完成させる。セントラルの研究員ちゃんと2ヶ月って。
He has new information.
器としての死柄木は
He's
あ
gonna
と
be
3
ready.
日ほどで完成する。
3 days? Are you freaking kidding me? 3
我々は
days?
時間が必要だ。連合に対抗する術を手に入れる時間が。オールマイトが直々に。しかし派遣を明日にしろは無茶だ。時刻から飛び立てばその分抑止力は低下し均衡が崩れる。
But I thought that heroes from all over the world were coming to help.
しかしホークス、エンデは何よりオールマイトの頼みを
Yes.
我々は無限にできません。
You can't refuse it
サ
also.
ンは我慢の限界です。上本のようにオール・フォー・ワン・ノスト。国のビッグレッドドットも同じく友を助けるのになぜ手続きがいるのだと、我慢できずに全部すっ飛ばして行っちゃった。
行くことは決定しているんだ。早いか遅いかだけさ。
From US?
オールマイト直々のお願い
You
だ
know, with their costume?
マスターが困ってる。
Just her way to act, to talk, and her entry, she's so American.
次は
Your turn.
君だ。
No, no, no. He slept there during our night.
何寝ぼけてんだよ、緑谷。
ここはもう安全だっての。
安心したまえ、緑谷君。
これからは私たちが一緒ですが。
No.
決戦が近づいている。でも不思議と怖さはない。
Because you have your friends.
仲間がいるから進むんだ。絶望を乗り越え。
They're all here. Mineta, yes, I can see it. Nothing? Okay. Nothing at the end, really, just you're gonna have a season 7, don't worry, you're gonna have it. Okay, cool. I knew it. Me, I knew it. Because I've been watching this anime, so I knew it. You guys, you're already discovering the season 7, so I knew it. Ew. Stain. I said it, I was afraid of All Might facing militias and all because we know that they are against heroes, and I can imagine that maybe they are blaming All Might for all of what is happening right now, so I was afraid of that. Even more because Stain was following and I was not sure of his intentions, even if I remembered his ideas and the fact that Shigaraki is using his ideas since the beginning without really believing into them, and that's why a lot of people followed the League of Villains but without having the full agenda, you know, of what Shigaraki really planned to do, like for example Spinner. So I was like, Spain, what do you want really? You're following All Might. We saw you listening to his conversation with Deku. Now you're following him right there. Like, I was not sure of his intention. So clearly when he appeared a little threatening, you know, All Might, I was scared of it. I didn't know what it could be. Did you truly not believe that it was All Might? Or was it to tease him a little, to make him feel like right now he's not like the true All Might, he's a total stranger to what All Might is supposed to be? Like, maybe it was not really him being like, no, you can't be. It was more like, you're not supposed to be like that, you're supposed to give up to people, to do what is right, and right there you're not doing it. And you know, all of what he said to All Might was really to give him strength, in fact, to push him to come back as someone who is there for people. That lady, the fact that every day she's taking that risk to go out of a shelter just to clean his statue like that, it's so sweet. And for sure I remember her during that fight when All Might lost his quill, you know, the flame. I remember the symbolic of the flame when it disappeared. So right there, to have her making that for him, it was really nice, really cool. Like the fact that he came to apologize to Deku, Deku wanted to apologize to him also, and Deku, he really had that still on his shoulders, and that's why he couldn't rest. And when it was done, finally his body and his mind, you know, gave up and he fell asleep. And it was a little the same for Ochako, the fact that she fell asleep so quickly. It's also because her mind and her body felt finally relieved that Deku was back home, so that's it. She was so worried before that finally when it's done, when Deku is back home and safe, she can finally relax and sleep. But it's like that also surely into your personal life when you're putting yourself into so much stress during entire hours or entire days and stuff like that. When your mind is so preoccupied by something, it's only when that thing is out of your mind that you're realizing how exhausted you are, and in fact your body itself is putting you at sleep, you know, like clearly your body was like, okay, we're gonna continue because you need us, you know, because you need for us, you know, for all of the parts of the body to be present, to be there, to be focused. But once we don't have to be focused anymore, that's it. It's over, everyone asleep, and that's all. Me, I have really that issue with things as an hypersensitive person and someone who has anxiety attacks and stuff like that, and anxiety crises. Sometimes I can put myself in so many bad, strong emotions that I'm gonna be into a spiral during entire hours, entire days, and once it's done, in fact, I didn't see it, but during all of this time, my body was, you know, taking everything for itself, and only when I'm feeling okay into my mind, my body is like, we can relax? Okay, let's relax. And you can be sure that I'm gonna make the best sleep of my life just after that. And also, me, I have my energy and my tension going so low just after that, because my body is really just like, we were too much into it during too long, that's it. We don't have any more energy to do anything. So we don't have news truly about the villains, about Shigaraki. We didn't see them, but All Might had information about them thanks to Stain. 3 days? 3 days and Shigaraki is gonna be okay? Meaning during the first episode of the season 7, meaning that Deku, he doesn't have that much time to rest, to train again, like... That's interesting, all of these questions about how they did it, Shigaraki and the Master, to connect themselves even if they were not touching each other and they were far away from each other. That's really interesting. That was so sweet, this moment, you know, with all guys taking care of Deku, you know, really taking him back home, giving him a bath, putting him asleep, you know, like, I love them so much for taking care of him like that. And I love so much that real Deku is back, that's it, it's not dark Deku anymore. He's at peace, he's smiling, he's talking about fighting villains together with his friends, he knows that he needs them. That's so cool! I love it so much. And now we're all there, all present for him. That's also, it's really cool. I'm wondering about the other class, you know? Class B, I'm wondering about the other schools, how it is for them as shelters also. I'm wondering about Eri, it would be cool to see Eri soon. I'm pretty sure that she's worried for Deku. And that lady coming from the US like that, like really a way to talk, a way to act, a way to make an entry like that, so American. So American, but she's coming and that is great. She didn't wait for anyone to tell her that she can do it. No, she's just doing it. I can appreciate her. Star, it's that her name? Her nickname? Can be cool. Okay, so I'm gonna start this review right now and I will see you for the beginning of the season 7. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can already have my thoughts and my reaction videos about the 4 first episodes of the season 7. With the full opacity, with the full reaction part, it's with the level 3 on my Patreon. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.